love the communication though. It's fun. It's fun to just chat with everybody.
And we are live. I can see it.
Oh, is
I'll
it?
grab a disclaimer and drop it in the chat.
Okay, yes, thank you. I'm just gonna, I gotta make sure it's public. Love the communication though. It's fun. Facebook. It's fun to just chat with everybody.
And
oh, is
I'll
it?
grab a disclaimer and drop it in the chat.
Okay, yes, thank you. How do I'm just gonna, it's public. Love the communication though. It's fun. Facebook. It's fun to just chat with everybody. And oh, is
I'll
it?
grab a disclaimer and drop it in the chat.
Okay, yes, thank you. How do I'm
All right, Crystal, you are muted real quick because people had Facebook open. That's why we were hearing stereo. So I muted everybody, but you're good to go. Crystal, you are muted real quick because people had Facebook open. That's why we were hearing stereo. So I muted everybody, but you're good to go. Oh, girl, it's you that's got Facebook open.
Like, do I have to close out Facebook now?
Close out Facebook on your device, yes. Yeah. I will go share it to the groups for you.
Because I'm
Facebook
like,
open, that's why we were hearing stereos.
I thought if I close Facebook that it would.
Nope, you're good.
I'm still live then on Facebook. Okay. Just so you guys know, I'm live on Sean's Facebook page because that's usually where we go live. So I just wanted to make it easy for any of you who would like to go in and share this on Facebook. Just go to Sean's Facebook page. And as you can see, I am solo tonight. Sean is doing the soccer with the kids tonight, soccer tryout. So I am going to do this, and I got a list of people who are wanting or willing to share. So I'm gonna get that ready to go. But of course, we always need to make sure to, Heather already added the disclaimer in the chat, and I think I'll go ahead and add that later on Facebook, but just of course wanna remind everybody that we are not claiming to cure or treat any diseases. And as you guys share your testimonials, we just would ask if you try not to use any of the disease names. You can absolutely share your experience, but just try to avoid using specific names around those things because we're not making any claims, that's for sure. This is just a nutritional protocol, and we're so excited to be here with you guys. This is my favorite day of the week where we come together, we get to connect. It's fun to join. So many of you join a little bit early, and it's fun to just have a little conversation, little chat beforehand. And so many of you are so amazing about showing up every single week. And I love that. We so much appreciate you guys for doing that and being being your cheerleaders, the cheerleaders that you are for so many people who are just starting out, and just love you guys. I did want to, before we get started, I wanted to also talk about how much I love the whole, the culture. And we talk about this all the time, but the fact that so many of you are kind of stepping up and either sharing your story or interviewing other people, you know, like Jesse and Bob, and, you know, taking the time, and Heather and Susan, you guys are taking the time to really get to know each other on a much deeper level. And that's what I love about this, because we're not just this surface level community. We are actually taking the time to hear people's stories. And Sean and I today, we went to our son Owen's end of the school year singing program. It was so cute. And we met one of his friends' moms, and we really got to know her on a deeper level. You know, you can really talk to people, but you can either keep it surface level, or you can really express interest and take it to the next level and hear people's stories. And that's one thing that I have really been enjoying. I think more so now, I think COVID has really been teaching us a lot around like connecting with people on a deeper level. We've gotten so comfortable with the online connections, but we're missing out on a deeper connection that we don't often get. But I do like Zoom. I feel like Zoom, we really can, it is like we're talking face to face. So I like that because, you know, texting and reading, you know, scrolling through social media is just a much different experience. But when we get to come on live on these Zoom calls or on Facebook, we are really getting to know each other and hearing people's stories, even like Carrie, how you're able to just like open up and share, immediately about what is going on in your life right now, personal stuff. But I love how comfortable you feel in this community. I love how people are being so open and authentic about real life stuff that we know we're all experiencing real life stuff. So why not just let it all out and share that? And that way we can get to know each other on a really personal level. So I just wanted to share that because it made Sean and I think about how awesome it is that we are really we know each other. We know each other's stories. Everybody has a story, and we just really need to be mindful of taking the time to hear people's stories, because it's such a deeper level of connection that we get from that. So anyway, thank you guys again for joining. This is our Wednesday night Come Alive call, where we get to hear from either new people who are newer with the ER shred, or who want to share an update with how they're doing on their third, fourth, fifth. And Mel, which one are you on? Which shred are you on? I know you're like up there.
This is my 10th one. I'm feeling zen at number 10.
That's awesome. Feeling zen at number 10. Like that.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna take the first half to hear people's stories, testimonials, as well as turn the time. Later, we're going to turn the time over to Jesse James Jamnick, who's going to explain how the ER shred works and give us more of the science behind that. So we're going to start with Sean Davids. Sean Davids.
Hey, how are you?
Hi, Sean.
I didn't know that you had an Owen as well. I also have an Owen. So we have the Sean and the Owen. So.
Oh, how old is he?
He is 5. He'll be 6 on Saturday. So we're prepping for his birthday. He's out front shooting hoops right now.
That's a great.
Hold on one sec. Oh, never mind. He's telling me he's inside now. He's like, Dad, right here. Yeah, so I am in the middle of my 4th shred. So I'm on day 5. I just finished my 2-day cleanse. And I have to say, I've been using Isagenix for a little while now, and had a lot of success, and then bounced back a little bit. And I was really just looking for something that was sustainable for me. I find that I've told the story. I'm a lifelong yo-yoer. I would lose weight, and then I would think I was a skinny man who could eat whatever he wanted, and then I would get big again. And I never found anything that was really sustainable. And one of the things I really love about doing the ER protocol is the simplicity of it. I see like a lot of people asking questions about different things. And I often come back to the comments that I hear from quite a few people, even ones that are on this call, about just trying to keep it simple. And I really like that because it fits my lifestyle. I'm a school principal, so I'm really busy. And, having those 2 shakes, I've been able to work out a system where it's make the shake, let it incubate, and then go back and eat it when I'm on supervision or dealing with kids or whatever. And for me, I quite enjoy the meal component of it. I feel like I enjoy eating the meats. I love the butter and the salt, and then I'm able to kind of introduce things back in. So for me, I've had success weight-wise. Like I'm hoping to hit one of my milestones of 50 pounds in the next, like by the end of this shred. But honestly, it's all the non-scale victories that are so much better for me. I have energy, which is the biggest thing. I can work out 6 times a week, which I absolutely love because it's so good for my mental state. I get to go shopping in my own closet, which I love because it's super cheap, and it's pretty exciting when you're able to put on clothes that, haven't fit for a really long time. It's all of those things that are having way more of an impact than the number I see on the scale. So I'm so grateful for this community. I really appreciate being able to ask questions and have them answered. I appreciate being able to reach out to different people, whether it's through private message or through the group, just to say, hey, I'm wondering about this, or anybody else dealing with this. But I've hit something that I know I can do for the rest of my life. I get to live my life. It doesn't mean that, I won't have birthday cake this weekend because I'm still doing the shred protocol, but it doesn't mean I don't do those things. But it certainly gives me a nice foundation to really lean back on. So super grateful and highly recommend it to anybody who asks.
Oh my gosh, Sean, you just covered everything there. Like the non-scale victories, the simplicity aspect of it, the time saving, and the community. I love that because that is such a huge thing for all of us. And that's why I think we've been able to, so many of us have been doing this for months now. I think we're almost at a year. Some of you are almost at a year with Sean and I, because I think Sean and I had only been doing it for like a month until we started sharing it with everybody. So there's some of you have been doing this almost a year with us, and that's pretty exciting and a huge testament to how this is something that you can do long-term. And what would you say to somebody who says, well, it gets really boring eating the same thing every day?
I find it's not boring at all. You know, for me, I get to integrate lots of different foods into what I eat. I'm just way more conscious about what I put in my body. So at the beginning, I had to mentally say, you know what, I don't need, you know, those particular carbs or junk food or whatever. But once I kind of learned about, oh, this is how, you know, these are grass-fed or naturally fed animals that I can integrate in. Here's some of the foods I can reintroduce that aren't culprits. I'm never at a loss to be like, what am I going to have tonight? And it's not like I'm, you know, I mean, for me personally, I could eat steak every night.
Yeah.
So, you know, I'm not ever going to get bored of that, but you can spice this up, you know, lots of different ways and still stick to the protocol. I just always say to people, look, for those first 11 days, just stick to it tight, because you really want to get that body at reset and figure out what your body needs to be at its optimum space.
Yes, absolutely. I agree. I think it really is, for me, it doesn't feel too monotonous because there is room for being creative and having a little bit of variety. You know, we say 11 days, stick with it exact, but then you can branch out just a little bit. And even for me doing this, it's been about 10 months now. I have been able to incorporate a few new things, but for the most part, I still eat the same thing every day. And I look forward to the things that I'm planning to eat, which is my shake, my incubated shake, my meat meal with some eggs. And then I have like I shared it in my YouTube video with all of my things that I eat, but I make a Jello out of the hydrate and grass-fed gelatin. That's like one of my favorite treats, but I put into my frozen banana smoothie. And it's just like almost like a boba tea because it has that texture. So I feel like it's very simple what I'm eating, and I eat it every day, but I look forward to those things. So it's just a matter of finding the things that really give you that feel. And my banana smoothie is my little treat, as well as the incubated shake. Those are both like my treats. And then I get the salty, buttery, satiating meal with the meat. So I agree. I don't feel like it's something that I'm getting bored with, and I do it. It's the same thing every day, but I still enjoy it every time.
Mm-hmm.
So thank you so much, Sean. Is there anything else you want to add to that?
No, I mean, I could talk a long time about it, but I know there's other people to share. So I just appreciate the opportunity to get to share this a little bit and to actually see some of the people that I've been talking to on Facebook. So thank you.
Awesome. Thank you so much. We're always grateful for people who are willing to share. I know it's not always the most comfortable thing. Some people have never been on camera or spoken in front of people before. So I know it can bring up a little anxiety for some, but we appreciate it. So thanks, Sean. And then next we got Nikki Seaborn Jenkins. Let's see if I see her. Nikki. Okay, I don't see a Nikki. Let's move on to Gina Martinez Timberlake.
Hello.
Hi.
I'm hiding in the bedroom.
Okay. Thanks. Thanks for coming on.
Thank you. I'm very excited.
I meant to ask, I wanted to ask everybody before. I'm sorry, Sean, I meant to ask you who shared the ER shred with you, but maybe we'll come back to you, Sean. You can tell us. So Gina, who shared the ER shred with you?
Well, I've actually done Isagenix for 8 years. So
Oh,
one
okay.
of my friends shared it. She's like, I think this will work for you. And she was right. So Lisa Grippentrog shared it with me.
Okay. Awesome. Tell us more about your experience.
Well, this is the best thing I've done. I'm got results. I feel good. I've had some health issues the last few years where I've had some anemia problems, getting iron infusions on a regular basis, not being able to figure out what's wrong, why. I'm exhausted, all of the above. And my hematologist kept telling me, you need to go on a carnivore diet. And I kept saying, I can't find one I can stick to. I can't figure this out. I'm flying by the seat of my pants and I can't figure this out. So when I found this, it was perfect because I still did a shake every day anyways, but I still couldn't ever get any results. I couldn't lose any weight. I would gain weight. I had so much inflammation that it was, miserable.
Yeah.
That was the first thing that I noticed with my first shred was the inflammation was gone the second day.
Wow. So what was
I-
the difference for you as far as, like, you said that your doctor was recommending a carnivore diet, but what was the difference? Because you said you couldn't find one that you could stick with. So what was it specifically that you found to be able
I
to?
decided it's the community.
The community? Oh, I love that.
I
Yeah.
decided that's what it is. No matter what I did, I couldn't figure out how to stick to it. But I
Yeah.
also have my granddaughter doing it with me. She has a 5-page list of allergies, and we just haven't been able to figure things out for her. And she is doing amazing on this also. So we're doing it together.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
That's so awesome.
They've been on the shakes. My grandkids have been on the shakes since they've been 2. But again, we didn't know that lettuce was not a good thing. We didn't know that cabbage was not a good thing for us. We always thought these are the things you're supposed to eat.
We're taught our whole life that vegetables are the best thing for you.
Exactly. And that was the thing I used to tell people. My grandkids love vegetables. They eat them all the time. They prefer vegetables. But we didn't know the effects they had on us until now.
Oh, wow. That is amazing to finally have some answers around that. And I think it's interesting because it's one thing that we never would consider. I think the vegetables, we would never think, oh, vegetables are the culprit. I think it's just never even crosses our mind. So this is like a whole new way of seeing things, way different than anything I've never thought this way before. I've never would have considered that a vegetable could cause me problems.
Us either. We always thought that's what we were supposed to eat.
Yeah.
And growing up, we ate venison, we ate elk, that's what we ate. We didn't eat vegetables. My dad did not have a salad at dinner, We were raised on meat and we didn't have any issues. And as we got older, we thought that's the way we were supposed to eat. So now the inflammation's gone. My energy is amazing. I'm like living life again. I used to only lose inches and then they'd come back in 2 weeks. Now they're not coming back. I'm hoping that I'll hit 25 inches on Friday when I will measure. I'm finally below 200 pounds, which was huge.
Yeah.
I've never been big my whole life. And then when I got big, I didn't know how to adjust. I couldn't ride my horse. My balance was off, just everything.
Oh.
So it's given us life back.
Yeah.
No more infusions. My hematologist is like, whatever you're doing, keep doing. Your blood work is perfect.
Oh my, that is so great to hear.
It was great.
Oh,
so the first time in 3 years.
3 years. Wow. Yep. What else? What other non-scale victories have you noticed?
Just the biggest thing is that I didn't realize how many problems the inflammation was causing. I have a small amount of scoliosis in my back, and it would take me a good 10 minutes every day to stand up.
Oh, really?
Every morning, it would take me that long to stand up straight. And now I don't have a problem. I ride my bike 3 to 5 miles a day. I'm riding my horses again. Sometimes I do both in the night. And I'm like, how did that happen? and my moods. I mean, I had a full hysterectomy 3 years ago, and I had some complications, and they had to scrape my colon and my intestines, and again, couldn't figure out why things were happening. And now everything is balanced. I did have rice the other day. I had some fried rice, and I thought I was going to die the next 3 days because I had hot flashes and I mean, all these symptoms were coming back. And I was like, oh, guess what gets to be added to the list?
Yeah.
No more rice.
Yeah. Isn't it so awesome? Once you get down to that baseline, then your body really does tell you like right away, like, no, you can't eat that. But I don't think we could sense that before, when it's just every day we're feeling this way. So we never know what it could be.
Exactly. We didn't have any idea. Avocados. I loved avocados, but they hated me. I would itch. My ears would itch. My throat would itch. My roof of my mouth would itch. Now I have an avocado and steak almost every night for dinner.
Oh,
and it doesn't bother.
That is really interesting. That's what it has been the case for me with dairy. I know some people still, are trying to stay away from dairy. So everybody has to figure that out. But dairy used to always hurt my stomach no matter what, especially milk, and now I'm having raw milk in my banana smoothie. And I don't have any of that same feeling that I used to get from having milk. So that's cool that you mentioned that you used to be allergic to or intolerant to the avocados, but now being so clean and at a baseline that you no longer have an intolerance to the avocados. So it's really interesting.
Our grocery list includes 6 pounds of bacon a week, because there's a family of 4. 6 pounds of bacon a week. We order our beef in from a rancher in Nebraska, so it's delivered once a month. And we buy avocados. We buy about 6 pounds of avocados a week. And that's it. That's all we buy, besides our Isagenix stuff. My husband, who doesn't do the shred, lost 3 inches on his waist by just changing our dinner. He doesn't do a shake. I can't. The only time he does a shake is if I put orange sherbet in it and make him a dessert, just for the nutrition. He'll eat it then, and even then it's a struggle. But he lost 3 inches on his waist.
Oh wow, that's amazing.
And it's great. He's a heart patient, so it's perfect.
Yeah. Oh,
so we indirectly helped him without him realizing it.
Yeah. I love that. I love the simplicity around the grocery shopping now. Grocery shopping, I hated it. Sean would do the majority of the grocery shopping just because I hate the grocery store so much. But I love that I can run in and I know exactly what I need. Like usually 2 or 3 items in them out. Like there's no go to the aisles, like deciding what should I make for dinner. Let's get all the different ingredients. And I love it. It gives me so much
coming up with a meal plan.
Yeah,
that's what we have to do.
Yeah,
there's grocery stores of an hour drive from us, so we live in the boonies. So you had to plan everything out.
Oh yeah.
Now it's a one-stop shop and we're done.
Oh yeah, that's so nice.
Yeah. So this has been life-saving for me, for my granddaughter. My granddaughter had an issue with bloating from the different foods. She's always had these bumps on her arms and her legs. And she comes out every day and says, look at my bumps are almost gone. My bumps are gone. My bumps on my legs are gone. She still has some on her arms, just a little bit. I'm just going to take a couple more shreds and I think she'll be good. But her clothes that we were giving away, it is falling off of her now.
Oh, I love that.
I mean, she will be 12 years old in 10 days. She is 5'7". She wears a size 12 shoe. She's not a small girl. By any means, but I mean, she just can't believe how she feels, and how when she looks at herself, her confidence is just amazing. Her riding ability on her horses, competing, has just excelled. So it gave us life back. We are grateful for everything that you guys have given us, and I'll tell you, Jesse's my man. He's like, no bullshit. You cannot sugarcoat something for me, or else I am like, oh, well, I can do this because they were nice and they said we could do this. He's like, no, don't do it. And I don't do it because Jesse told me not to do it.
Yeah, you gotta listen to Jesse.
I needed that. The
Yeah,
no bullshit
I
kind of.
know we do need a little bit of tough love sometimes, and
Yeah.
he's the guy for us.
Yes, exactly. So
Yeah.
I am very grateful.
Oh, awesome. Thank you so much, Gina. Another thing I wanted to
Thank you.
mention that for all of you, like, Mel is on her 10th shred, and even with my own experience now, I'm noticing I'm still seeing new improvements after, all this time doing it. So it's not just like this initial, wow, everything's changing, but it just continues to get better. Like my body is,
Yes.
and Mel was just pointing it out. And I'm like, thank you for noticing, because I'm noticing that my arms are just getting more toned, and I'm not even working out like I'm not doing any additional workouts as before. I do very minimal workouts, and my body is just naturally toning up without, working out really hard in the gym. So I just wanted to mention that, these cool initial results are amazing. And then with your granddaughter and her bumps, like these things will just continue, like you will continue to see results over the next year. So I love that. It keeps it really exciting to know that your body's just going to continue to change and get better and better.
And if you get stuck, you just go back to the original protocol and you
Yeah.
start filling it again. And
Yeah.
that's what we learned. We're finishing number 4 this week.
Oh, that's awesome. Good for you. Wow, way to be
Thank you.
dedicated, you guys. I love it. Thanks for sharing that, Gina. All right, we got one more, Brent Hoover.
Hey everyone,
Hey, Brent.
thank you for having me on the call.
Yeah, thank you. Tell us about how what day you're on and who shared the shred with you.
I'm on my 3rd shred,
Okay.
and this would be day, let's see, day 9.
Oh, okay.
So
Good for you. 3rd
it's
shred. That's awesome.
it's going really good.
Wait, who was it that shared it with you?
Michael and Michelle Burial,
Okay.
they introduced this to me. I think Michael tried it first, and then Michelle was going to do it, and she asked me if I wanted to participate. I said, yeah. I didn't know what it was all about, so
Yeah.
I said, can you share some details with me? And she just invited me to the page and she basically guided me to where I can find all my answers. That's what I did. And I said, I was thinking to myself, why don't I try this? Why don't I just give it a shot?
Yeah.
And I was very much into eating vegetables with my meals. I was doing the whole blend shakes, but like all of last year, I was experiencing some weird things with my body, and I didn't have answers to it. I thought I was doing everything right. And, from what I've learned in this group, I felt deceived, or just I was getting the wrong information.
Yeah.
And my experience proved that differently. Totally.
So when you first heard about it, were you a little bit shocked at the fact that you'd be eating meat meals?
I was. I had a friend do the Atkins diet years ago. He lost a ton of weight, and I was somewhat against what he was doing, but he was having great results with that, and just eating meat. His body was shredding down, but he wasn't doing the grass-fed beef
Yeah.
and free range animals. He was just eating whatever his grocery store provided him. So
Yeah. I remember doing that too. And I remember eating mayonnaise with my eggs You know, I remember there was a lot of like things that you could add to it. And
Mhm.
now looking back, I'm like, I would make like egg salad and have the mayonnaise with my eggs. And I'm like, that's probably like one of the worst things I could have been eating. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's cool to, you know, I think this is a more evolved version of the Atkins diet. We've learned a lot over the years.
Yes. Yes. And the things that are in our mayonnaise that we don't even think about,
Yeah.
the soy and
Yeah. The
different
vegetable oil.
hydrogenated oils
Yes.
that make up our mayonnaise.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You know, it wasn't not long ago that I had, some mayonnaise in as part of my
Yeah.
regular diet.
Yeah. I used to think mayonnaise is a little bit healthy, like not too bad.
Yeah, I mean, I used like an egg yolk mayonnaise
Yeah.
that I thought was okay.
Healthier. Yeah.
Lo and behold, it wasn't.
Yeah. So tell us more about your experience so far.
My experience has been really great. Just the extra energy I have. I don't have body aches waking up in the morning or at the end of the day. I'm not as tired. I don't get tired after my meal. Where before I was getting tired, and I didn't know why.
Yeah.
But this new experience just goes to show that the vegetables are the culprit. They just bring you down.
I know. You know, I just want to add, I just remembered when I was vegan and Sean and I went and we would go get we went to some sandwich restaurant. He got the meat and I got the impossible burger meat type stuff, the fake meat, because I was doing the vegan thing. And I was like, I was all proud that like mine was less weight than his. I'm like, yours is so heavy and mine's like so light. And I thought like the light food was supposed to make me feel lighter, but it really didn't. Like the light food, we think it's supposed to make us feel lighter, and the meat, you think it's supposed to weigh you down, but it actually doesn't. It's the opposite.
It's the opposite. It's the opposite. You think the greasy meat is the bad thing.
Yeah.
So we've been told for most of our life.
Yeah.
Yet I'm blown away by what everyone's doing in this.
It is. It's mind blowing. It's like, what?
Yeah.
That can't be true.
My in-laws were visiting for the last 10 days, and they were watching me eat, and they're like, "You're gonna have a heart attack. You're gonna have this. You can't eat like that." And I'm like, "Well, I've lost all this weight, and how do you explain that?
How do you explain that? Yes.
How do you explain that I'm up in the morning before you and going to bed way after you?"
Yeah.
And
not having that afternoon, like, I need a nap.
Exactly. Or after they eat, they're like bogged down and their energy level is not even there. And they want to rest after a meal, yet I'm still chugging away.
Yeah. So you've lost weight.
Yes, I did. My first 2 shreds, I lost about 27 pounds.
Wow.
And this one, I haven't weighed myself. I'm waiting till the end to see what results become of it.
That's awesome. What about so you've talked about the energy. What about like the mental aspect of it? Mental health, mental clarity?
I guess the brain fog isn't there. I was trying to rewrite my resume a few months ago, trying to look for new employment, and it was hard for me. Just trying down to put what I should already know down on paper was a little difficult. Trying to look at my what I'm good at and try to put that on paper was difficult. But now I feel like I can do that at a much better level.
Yeah.
I would say even reading. Before, like I'd read 1 or 2 pages and I'd start yawning. And I didn't know why. I thought,
Yawning? Did you say-
yawning.
Oh yeah.
I was yawning after reading a few pages out of a book. And I was thinking, maybe I have, some type of, maybe my vision is going, because
Oh.
I'm in my 40s, and I thought,
Yeah.
well, maybe my eyes are getting tired or something.
Yeah,
That has totally changed. That's not there anymore.
that is cool. I've noticed that as well as far as focus goes. When
Yes.
I read, my mind, it's crazy how you could read a whole page and your mind is wandering. Like, how's that
Yeah.
possible? But,
Yeah. And you're like, damn, I just wasted
I just
2 or
read
3
a whole page.
minutes.
I don't know
And
what
I don't even know what I read. Yeah.
Yeah, but I have noticed that as well. Like when I read, it is much easier to focus and I know what I read.
Absolutely. Yes.
Yeah. So that's awesome. Who else have you been doing this with? You said? Did you say you're with somebody else?
Just me so far. My wife is kind of, she's interested. She wants to,
Watching you and she's like,
yeah. We took a trip to South America and she saw the weight loss. And she's all like, can't believe you lost that much weight.
yeah. So
Right
in
before our
between,
trip. And she was kind of jealous about it too.
yeah,
So,
that's awesome. So in between the shreds, have you been able to like stick with some sort of maintenance protocol, or do you find yourself falling off a little bit, or how's that go for you?
I did a little bit in South America. Some of my luggage didn't make it, so I didn't have my products right away.
Oh,
So I had to eat what was available.
yeah.
So, but I didn't have like the bloat with my meals. I mean, I was trying to go strictly eating meat, and I felt like I didn't have any bloat, where before I had issues with getting bloated.
Oh, even when you would eat meat?
Yes, but I did incorporate some of the vegetables there.
Oh, okay.
Banana,
Uh-huh.
plantain. They a lot of their diet is a plantain based diet.
Yeah.
So
Mm. Wow. Well, that's really cool. I love to hear that. And do you feel like at this point, how do you feel as far as like your cravings? Do you feel tempted still around carbs, or how's that feel for you at this point on your third shred?
I've always had a sweet tooth, and that has been my biggest pitfall since I was a little kid. And I've just learned to cope with that. But I actually, my cravings have gone away. I introduced black coffee back into this shred, where I gave up coffee altogether.
Oh, that's cool.
I used to like my coffee with like heavy cream and a little bit of sugar. That was my go-to thing in the morning.
Yeah.
I've just reintroduced black coffee a little bit.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I think that the whole sweet tooth thing, I feel like I've had a huge sweet tooth as well. And for the most part, I mean, the amount of sugar, because I would still call, bananas sugar, that I eat now is like this much, but I still need something sweet. And that's where I feel like the bananas totally are enough for me. When I do the frozen bananas in the raw milk, and I add a little bit of the Isopro and my Jello with the hydrate, that is like all I need. So I feel like if you feel like you still need something sweet, there are options still on this protocol, on the maintenance, once you're done,
absolutely.
you can have that sweetness that you need, or the berries, you can get it, in small amounts, but through fruit, I think. And that it's so cool for me to see that with myself now. I don't need the cookies and all of that that I used to think I needed when I had that sweet tooth, the craving for something sweet. And now knowing that all I need is, we used to teach our kids that this is God's candy, you know, the fruit is God's candy. So why don't you just eat that? You know, if you
Right.
need something sweet, just you get the berries, a little bit of bananas, and it's enough. And I like that. I like being in that place where that's enough for me. All right, looks like we froze up a little bit, but you're not frozen, Heather, so I know it's not everybody. So I think that was perfect. Thank you, Brent, so much for sharing. And Nikki Seaborn Jenkins, are you there? Because if you are, we have time for just one more. And if not, we'll just turn the time over to Jessie. Is Nikki out there? Okay, I think I'll just go ahead and turn the time over to Jessie, our ultra marathon runner, amazing guy who just tells us like it is. He gives us the tough love that we need and the information that is so perfect to remind us of why this is so effective, why this is working so well for us. So Jessie, it is time for you to take it away.
Oh, what a perfect time. I got like a 30-pound bag of dare corn on my shoulder.
Whoa, whoa.
Hold on one second. I literally just got home from work.
Oh.
I was running. In my driveway. Hold on. I still got lots of energy. Don't worry. Hold on.
Okay.
I'm bringing it. There we go.
Woo.
Oh, okay, cool. Holy crap. These testimonials tonight, they just don't stop, Crystal. They just don't.
It's amazing.
I was a little sleepy tonight. It was a long day since 4 o'clock. And then I hear these testimonials and I'm just like, whoo, I'm right back in it. But listen, ER Shred. The ER Shred is not a diet. The ER Shred is not just an 11-day protocol. The ER Shred is not just a wham, bam, you know, whatever the case may be. Like, it's just not like that. Like, as we heard, the ER Shred, in my opinion, is the best damn health protocol that has ever been created. And I'm so glad that you guys struggled for so long, Crystal, to actually come to this conclusion. And I am so thankful that you guys called me to believe in the fact that, like, oh, Jesse's not going to think we're crazy. In fact, I think it's freaking awesome, right? This is the best thing that I've ever done. You know, I've been doing this for 20 years, Crystal, on and off. I've tried everything. I can tell you, and you know, I push myself to the limits, right? I can tell you that I have literally never felt better in my entire life. I'm talking like things that I used to chalk up to like, oh, that's just from lifting for so many years, these aches in my elbows, this pain in my knee. You know, I tried all this different stuff. Nothing would work. Now, again, I didn't feel really, really bad, so I can't say that, but I was off, right? And I'll tell you, it's crazy because even at that level, I still feel like I've come alive, and it's just absolutely awesome. And I'll tell you, you know, to hear so many stories, to see so many people regaining back control, that's what the ER Shred is. The ER Shred is an empowerment movement. It just lets you realize that as a human being, you were created, you were crafted to just be epically awesome. That's what we're designed to be. We're designed to feel awesome. We're designed to move awesome. We're designed to have great health if we just take care of ourselves. And the ER Shred, guys, is, you know, it's not this, you know, I don't want to say it's like this, you know, we always hear these miracle diets, this miracle thing, just take this potion. Like, no, like that's not what this is. We're teaching people how to fish. We're no longer just giving people fish. We are teaching people the information, the real life knowledge that they need to just come alive, whatever that may mean to them. And if that means that you need the ambulance to come in and shock you real quick, that's what the ER Shred is. If you need a community to come to, that you just need love and support, and you need some high fives because the world is going to freaking crazy crap right now, that's what the ER shred is. If you need something that you can come in and you need some strictness, well, you know I'm going to bring that for you. That's a hard freaking no from my book. That's what I'm talking about. If that's what you need, Gina, by the way, I love you. I could listen to you forever. But, you know, if that's what the ER shred is, the ER shred is whatever you need it to be. That's the amazing part of the ER shred. Now, is there a protocol? Of course there is. We need that, right? We need that direction. This is the tracks to run on. If you just get into a train and the train is not on the track, the train will not go anywhere. If you jump into a boat and you just jump in and say, okay, let's go, and there's no course plotted and there's no directions, the boat is just going to sail around the harbor and eventually it's going to crash. So the ER shred puts you on those tracks. It gives you that path that so many people are hoping for now. And I mean, look at what it's done. It's just absolutely crazy. So to break down the actual protocol, it's really, really simple. That's the best part. This is why I love this and why I think so many people, Crystal, can do this, because it's a no-brainer. Like, you literally don't have to think about anything. The E in the ER shred stands for elimination. One of the most powerful holistic health protocols that you can do. The functional medicine doctors use this to identify allergies. All we're doing is we're stripping out all of the stuff that we know is going to cause massive inflammation inside the body. It's going to screw up our hormones. It's going to make our systems not work the way that they were designed to work. So we are eliminating the soy, the gluten, the dairy, the artificial dyes, the colors, the flavors, the fake ass food that we have everywhere all over the place. That's what we're going to strip away. And we're going to then teach you how to fuel your body for peak performance. What do I mean by that? Simply, we're going to give you the vitamins, the minerals, the nutrients that your cells crave on a daily basis so they can function at the highest level, just like they were designed to do. So that elimination protocol is absolutely amazing. Then we get into the R, which is the reset. This is cellular intermittent fasting. Crystal, the research on this is mind-blowing. I was actually just talking to our in-house holistic nurse this morning, Susan, and I was like, Susan, break down all these herbs for me again, right? I've heard this before, but she went through that Cleanse for Life that we use, and just the alfalfa alone that's in there, that is the most powerful herb in all of existence, she told me. And then they made it ionic alfalfa. We got things in there like wolfberry, goji berry. We have, I forgot what else she told me, but in that system. So what are we doing? We're basically giving the body an oil change. We're taking the burden off the body. We're taking the load off the body. Every day we're under such pressure. We're under such stress. And all of these crazy things that we now have to breathe in every day, the pesticides, the herbicides, the toxins in our water, the toxins in our food. You know, we're eating animals that are just junk animals if you're not choosing the quality, right? And we're putting all that in our body, and we're just expecting our body to know what to do. Well, the body looks at all that stuff as foreign substances. And when it doesn't know what to do, it can't process that, and it stores it into fat cells. Keeps storing it, storing it, storing it. The cellular intermittent fasting that we take part of in the ER shred has published peer-reviewed research that backs it. I'm talking 18 years worth. And now there's even new research coming that shows the toxicity level inside that's stored in the body, what scientists once thought and called forever toxins, are actually now able to be released, because during that process, not only are we balancing out all the hormones, not only are we increasing human growth hormone, HGH, which is good for hair, for skin, for nails, for everything, we are also taking the body and teaching it how to be fat adapted. And when you can actually convert and use the body's fat as energy, when that energy gets converted, that's a complex thing that goes on in the body, but those sticky toxins that are stuck inside are going to get released, and then all those amazing herbs and botanicals and everything that we couple it with is going to help actually allow the body to do what the body's designed to do, and that's flush them out. You see, the ER shred's so amazing because it's that tracks that shows you. There's so much research that backs it. However, right, it's the simplest. I forgot my point that I was actually going to just make right there, but whatever, we'll just keep rolling with it. It's just freaking amazing. Like that's really what it comes down to. It helps you come alive. It gets you back down to baseline. The elimination, the reset combination is just magical. And then we have the shred. And I've been telling people this for a while now. The shred is not about 8-pack abs. The shred is not about, I know we talk about muscle definition, and I'm so excited, Crystal, that you're gaining muscle mass and people are gaining it, and we're shifting that body composition. But the shred, again, is just going back to what I always say. It's teaching the body how to fuel for performance, right? It's learning how to eat, high quality meat. It's using these incubated shakes. It's using the bone broth. It's using the sleep spray. It's all of that amazing stuff combined together. But again, it's really just putting the right fuel in the engine. So we're actually fueling the Ferrari with what the Ferrari needs versus just the cheap octane. And then we have our community. I mean, we've talked about it tonight. It's my favorite part. It's literally what makes us what we are. It fills my soul. It makes me so happy every single day. The community aspect of the shred for people to come to and to pick whatever it is that they need, and somebody will always be there for them. You'll always have the answers. You'll always have a place to go. There's always going to be encouragement, whether you're riding high or you're riding low. We will always be there for people. And in the simplest way, Crystal, that's the ER shred in a nutshell. Really, it's not that diet. It's not that crazy, just 11-day protocol. That's just the mere beginning of an epic lifestyle, daily quality of life. What I care about when I'm coaching people is I don't care necessarily like, am I happy you lost weight? Yes. Am I happy you lost inches? Of course. That is a direct correlation to you feeling amazing. So I always teach people that, I get that's the goal. And if that's what you need for the motivation, by all means, go for that. I'm not going to stop you with that. But I really want you to focus on feeling good, because if you feel good every single day of your life, the byproduct of that is your body is going to respond. You see, our body is amazing. Your heart never misses a beat. Your lungs never miss a breath, no matter how much we've done to it. And if we just give it what it needs, the body will heal itself. And we see that time and time again with these amazing testimonials that we have.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thankful for you guys and everything that you bring, and just allowing me to be a part of that. So I just want to tell you that personally. I'm super, super grateful. Like, I can't be thankful enough.
Oh man, I feel that about you, Jesse. Like every single day, you're just like putting stuff out there. You're responding to people's comments. Like, oh my gosh, we're just so grateful for the amount of time and energy that you give to the community, because it's so very valuable what you give to them. And we're just grateful for what you do for us, for all of us, the community. We're all grateful for you because we see how much energy and time that you're putting into this. So thank you, Jesse, for that tonight. And I'm going to just choose a name we are collecting names for everybody who's sharing their testimonials. We really appreciate that you guys are doing this, and it's so very valuable for you guys for others to hear your story and to hear how your results and how you're doing. So thank you guys for doing it. And I put all your names in here, even the ones who shared tonight. And I'm just going to pick one name, and the name that I pick, we're going to send you some ER Shred gear. So the lucky winner is Tamra Windsor. I don't know if she's on tonight, but we will contact her. We'll be sending Tamra Windsor some fun ER Shred gear. Woohoo! I love seeing all you guys in your ER Shred gear. It's so much fun. And all your Facebook profiles with the ER Shred, like, you guys are representing.
You really are getting jacked. Let me see your bicep. Jeez Louise. Goodness.
It's fun to have muscle, because I'm like, my daughter Lily and Sean, they're just always so ripped. They do like really heavy weights, and they just think I'm like so puny, but I'm actually getting some muscle now.
I love it.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you guys again for being here. This is so much fun. I love your friendships. I love connecting with you guys. I feel like I really know you guys on such a deep level. So thank you guys for sharing your stories on all the different interviews, like with Jesse and Bob. It's fun to get to know you guys like that. So we will see you again next week, but also don't forget to join Jess or Bob tomorrow for his call.
It's
So-
gonna be Tracy and I tomorrow night, y'all. We're
Tracy
gonna talk
and
about
Mel.
the journey that we've taken together and how Tracy started in Isagenix and how our business is just growing naturally.
Yes, I'm
So
excited.
join
about
us
that.
on the Zoom. Don't go live, go on the Zoom.
Yeah, because then you can chat there and all that. So yes, I'm excited about that, Mel. This is gonna be awesome.
I'm excited too.
Yeah.
Me too. I'm
Perfect.
Tracy,
Yeah, Tracy. Woohoo!
the quiet sister.
Yeah.
Yeah, but she dives off of 10-meter platforms, which I only did once.
You guys are awesome. Well, thank you guys. You have a good night.
Everyone have a good night.
Good
Have
night,
a great
everybody.
night. Thank you all.
Everybody. Thank you.
Everyone.
Carrie, I'll be
Bye.
praying for your husband.
Yeah.
Stay in
you.
touch, Carrie.
Thank you, everyone.
All right.
All
Love
right.
Good night, everyone.
y'all.
Contact
Bye,
me.
you all.
Night, everyone.
Bye, y'all.